everyone, and welcome back to the series based on human resource management. In my previous session, we have spoken about the importance, the role, and the functions of human resource management. Today's session is based on human resource planning. A very well known American author once said, planning is bringing the future into the present so that you can do something about it now. In the context of human resource planning is a continuous but a very systematic process. Let's see what is human resource planning in detail. Well, it is a process that identifies the current and the future human resource needs for an organization to achieve its goals. The main objective of having a human resource planning is to have an accurate number of employees required, also to match the skill requirement for accomplishing the organizational goals. That means in the whole planning process, the human resource department goes in to look for a right fit for a right job. Human resource planning ensures that the best fit between the employees and the jobs while avoiding any kind of manpower shortage or even the surplus. Well, while we will understand the detail of the human resource planning, let's understand first why planning. Why do we need to plan all these human resource related activities well in advance? To explain this, let me give an example of any event which you organize at your institute or in your company. A small event also, when it is, the team which is involved will plan about the date, the venue, the budget, invitees, the menu, advertising, so forth and so on. They do that so that any last minute hiccups can be avoided and the event should be a successful one. Though human resource planning may sound quite simple process, but managing the numbers in terms of the requirement of the organization getting into the actual activity is quite challenging. It is therefore suitable on the part of human resource department to plan it well in advance to prevent any unnecessary hurdles which comes in the workforce requirement. Let's have a look at the need for human resource planning. The first one is the employment situation. Though in general we may feel that educated unemployment is in the rise, there is also an acute shortage of variety of skilled people. That means we may be aware that there are many people who are sitting with degrees in their hand and having no job, but the market is definitely looking for a specific skill set. Technological change, the most underlying change which has been there for quite some time now. Technology has brought a big change in the way of production, in the way of service, marketing, etc. And these changes suggest the need to plan manpower systematically, especially looking for those people who are tech savvy. Skill shortage, we have spoken about this earlier too, that skill shortage is something that the market is definitely looking as a challenge today because each developing organization requires specialists or people with special skills. So any organization will definitely be in a need of these people who have certain specific skills in them and so that they can bring in some change in the company. The governmental and the legislative influences are also seen in the need for human resource planning. With respect to working conditions or with respect to women empowerment or contract labor, these are certain points which can be considered in systematic human resource planning. While human resource planning is influenced by several factors also. So let's see the factors in detail. The first and the prominent factor is a type of organization that you are into. Whether that organization is majorly into a service or it's in the production, whether it's a factory or whatever type of organization. Not only the type, but also the size of organization matters. So, simple equation is bigger the organization, more the number of staff requirement, also with more specialized skills, and smaller the organization will need lesser the amount of staff, and accordingly the staff at each management levels will be matched. The next is the environmental uncertainties. Political, social, economical changes which affects the organizations. And these changes has to be considered by the personnel planners. They may balance this situation through careful or succession planning, through promotion channels, through layoffs, or simply by including flexi timings. The third is the time horizon. Human resource plans can be short-term or they can be even long-term plans. Short-term plans are well suitable for when the company has many competitors in the market, or probably they have just begun with their service or production, or there are unstable products or services. Whereas long-term plans can be made wherein you are in a better market position and have been long-lasting for quite some time. The nature of the job is also one of the important factors which affects the human resource planning. This factor is important. Say, for example, if you want to hire a chef for your company, and so, then you need to look after a specific skill set as the job demands. As HRM is a very systematic process, let's have a glance at this step-by-step process of human resource planning. The first one to go is the organizational objectives. While doing the processing or the planning, you have to first consider what are the organizational objectives. Next come in line is the inventory of the present human resources. Followed by is the human resource demand forecast and human resource supply forecast. The next is human resource plan implementation, and the last step is monitoring, controlling, or evaluating the entire process. Let's see this process in detail step by step. The first, as I said, is the organizational objective. Human resource plan is usually derived from the organizational objectives as discussed earlier. This will specify the requirement in terms of numbers and characteristics of employees, which should not be deviated from the organizational objectives. Step number 2. Human resource cannot proceed further till they have the current inventory of the staff. As in, they have to take the physical count of the staff in each department. As the staff number may go on changing over a period of time, say due to turnover or due to promotion, transfers, or any other reason, inventory is very important. The third step is the human resource demand forecast. It's a process of estimating the future quantity as well as the quality of the people required to meet the future needs of the organization. It is essential to quantity the jobs to determine the staff mix or any kind of shortage of staff which can be considered while planning. The next step as it goes in the process of human resource planning is human resource supply forecast. Now, what does the supply forecast mean? So, it determines whether human resource department will be able to procure the required number of staff, the required quality of the staff that they need to do or that they have determined from the demand forecast. Now, to do so, there are two ways to go about it. Either they can look into the internal sources of employment or they can look into the external sources of employment. These sources will be explained in detail in my upcoming videos. The next step in the process of human resource planning is HR implementation or the plan implementation. Now this is required as HR plan into action. Whatever you have planned in the earlier stages has to be put into action now. So how to go about it? Now it's actually conducting the recruitment drives, training and placement of the staff, retention, succession plans, etc. This also has to be planned well in advance. Now, once all the activities are planned or they have been implemented, further comes the controlling or evaluating or the monitoring process. This represents the final step in the human resource planning. This includes budgets, targets, standards, etc. So here the organizational evaluation on the number of staff, that means the people that we employed, are they against the right post, or the number of people that we hired, are they as per the target, or do they match with the job specification? So whatever was planned earlier, is it going as per the plans? If you see any kind of deviations, or if you see that the things are not as per the plans, that means some corrective action has to be incorporated there. Otherwise, all the money, the time, or any resources that you have spent in doing the entire planning may go waste. Dear viewers, so this way we have almost come to an end of the human resource planning process. Proper planning helps the organization to achieve their goals in timely manner. On this slide, I have mentioned the references that I used for making this particular presentation. There is also a quiz link which is provided in the description box that will give you more insights on this particular topic. I shall come up with my next video based on human resource planning soon. Thank you so much for watching.